Guess we're playing this on Tuesday for some reason. Welcome to Still Plays. This is Grand Arena, the final match, week 1, season 81. And we won the last round. This one, though, I left myself 45 minutes to play, which is the least amount I've ever given myself. Because this new schedule is just not working for me. It's not working. Maybe we'll figure it out. Fortunately, my opponent didn't attack too much. He did pretty well though. He could have returned. Like he one-shot this first round, this first group. Then the back wall. Like we did get a couple holds. Like we have a hold here with Cassian, but he stopped short. And then in the top territory, we may have got a hold. Yeah, we got a hold here with Kellerin with a Lumicron, which isn't even a good way to use it. But had he returned, he would have just needed to clear this territory, and he would have been in a pretty solid position to win. Because I timed out, I did decently too. Like Balin here, I used a bad counter in the first attempt. Over in this territory, we had Keller. I forgot what I even did there, but probably just attempted another bad counter, and then I ran out of time with Fleet. Like you can see, I got decent RNG doing the endurance where I could have cleaned it up, but I was out of clock at that point. But we did enough to win, and that's all that matters. Today, though, I've given myself enough time to actually do this thing. The opponent is one Jakku, 14.9 million GP, so 700k more than me. He's got more Zetas. He's at 460 to my 431, so that puts him at 29 more. 72 Amis, so we do have an advantage of 16. He has more relics at 325, and then the relic tier total 2087 puts him at number 2 in the bracket. He's got a lot of tier 5s. We have an advantage at tier 7. I've got a 2 character advantage at tier 8. And tier 9, he's got a big advantage, and tier 10. Mods, 1032. Good average at 26.9. 20. Well, I'm just edging him out at the top 500 with my 21.69 to his 21.65. And then what really matters is the quantities, where he's got more 25 plus, but I have more 20 plus and 15 plus. So I get the edge in mods slightly, but we're pretty comparable. Datacrons, he's looking good. Modding on his GLs, he's got most of the advantages, which is a good sign for his overall modding. We got Melgus triple Amid, Starkiller doubled. We got Afra tripled. Triple on Swallow. We got a single on third. Tripled up Malicos. Single Baudelaire, triple Bane. Jar Jar doubled up at 300 speed. We'll look out for him. Cadme single. Luthen single. Jocasta doubled. We have Exile. Exile and Dre are tripled. Balin doubled. And then he's got a couple like Night Trooper without. Which I always say, like, I really like that Ami. I think it's a good one. Alright, then this is whatever, and Fleet's looking fine. Now, looking quickly here. Characters. 110s, 114s. It's about on pace with me there. Let's look at speed. We're looking for Jar Jar. Krex was at 301. Okay, there's Jar Jar. Alright, that's what? And that puts him at 78 characters. BT1 is his final 300 speed character, 299 on Thrawn, and that seems like an incredibly fast Chrysanthemum. So that puts us pretty comparable. He might have an advantage by 1 or 2. Like, I'm right around 75. I haven't counted in a while, so I might even be approaching 80 or even at 80. but we are right around each other. And the modding looks pretty good. Well, let's take a look. He had not attacked when I looked earlier. Still hasn't attacked. Okay. And there's 2.5 hours left. I have not changed my defense. So we are without Kelleran, Pirate Hondo, Third, Trench, Satel. And then down below, Ahsoka and Rey, Balin, Pelp Vader, and Jango with Jango Kron. Back territory, we're looking at Grievous, Cass, Cadme, Mace, and Padme. Now we gotta face Pirate Hondo, Darth Revan, Rey, Cass, Gungans. And then down below we're looking at Lord Vader, Cobb Vanth, Stranger, Pelp Vader, and Ahsoka. And now that I'm looking at this, I did do a little bit of prep work. And I think what it was is I'm not expecting much on his back wall. So I think we can get into this, play this relatively straightforward, and we'll be fine. Do I not have a preset for Leia? Why would we? Just why would we? She's only a GL. It's not like we use her every time. Alright, I think we'll take a Tank Kron. I don't know, I don't really feel like that's going to be happening too much. What do we got here in light side? Let's just do this. How's my coffee doing? I gotta make more coffee. This is not going to get me through the whole match. Alright, we take some debuffs. Shift our focus towards Apo Polvat. Well, okay, yeah. We're trying to boost some damage. Focus the attacks over onto Leia. We're looking at Relic 9 on these guys. Yeah, we can try and get ambush onto Apo. We get a nice attack, we get a stun. That's all good. 5, 6. There's our ambush. We got some debuffs. Now we can work on eliminating Apo. The control's good. Alright, we take a couple hits. Can we get... no, that's right, I can't attack him yet. Can't target him yet. Because otherwise I would have liked to have stunned. Alright, ultimate, ability blocks. But we can take out Apo. Shifting over to CX2. We don't get our stun. But we do have damage immunity over there, which is helpful. What's my turn order looking like? Yeah, Lord Vader's going next. You know what? Let's just increase stats. Lord Vader, we're probably not going to be able to ambush until we get the ultimate. So let's not try. And we do get the ambush, though, on CX, which is good. Flames. Spread that over to R2. There we go. Let's get a stun over here. Perfect. We're not going to worry about that other Apo or that other clone, but yeah, he's going to take a turn. Let's just do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. We got it. Let's go more stats. Clean up some debuffs. Boost that damage onto Drogon. Focus those attacks onto Leia. And just keep going through these, but this is a little slow going because we're seeing the Relic Delta impact. So much so that I am tempted to hit auto because I don't like how this is going. It's going very slow. I just don't really trust how the computer's going to play it. But we are running out of time, so I might need to just risk it. I think this next stealth will go for it. Ability block's gonna... Oh, no ability block, okay. Alright, we got auto. I may have done it too late. I think I definitely did it too late. Yeah, this is Relic Delta. Because we got a lot of Relic 7 characters here. Those 3 levels are making all the difference. But it's fine. Bo-Katan we could use as a cleanup over on Lord Vader, but we're going to use her here. Hopefully I don't regret that. Lord Vader, we got choices though for a cleanup. I would just be preferring to see that back wall, because I did scout it, it looked weaker, but it's also, he could have made a number of changes, because his defense is different. Bonus damage. 400. I think we're gonna go with this. Why am I doing this? I need a... Okay. Let's shred it first. Or just that. We can just do that. Alright, Stranger, we're playing Lord Vader. And there is one of those crons I liked with this. Do I have a preset? Yeah, we do. I gotta move that up. This should not be that low. Alright. Was it Attacker? Or no, it was Sith. It's not... No. Was it Attacker? Debuff, but it was this one. I like this one with Lord Vader. I like this quite a bit. I'm glad I didn't use that last round. I hope I didn't re-roll this. I'm gonna have to re-roll it back. Alright. CX2 starts the attacks over on Stranger. He's going really fast. I'm a little concerned. Because he does have higher relics on these characters. We should have the ultimate next turn though. He's already reached it. Doing big damage. I'm gonna wait a turn. Because it's gonna do nothing right now. Okay, now we do it. Now for the ability blocks, we get a bunch of dots. You know what? I'm gonna trigger these. Because we might actually take out Stranger. No. Alright, second attack on Stranger. Stranger down. This is why I used the attacker crown that I did, because the dots do that much more damage, and these characters are starting to go down because of the dots. All right. Okay. So second on Star Killer, way more dots. That's probably enough to take him out. And we auto. Great. Like, this would have taken way longer without that attacker crown. And it opens me up to more vulnerabilities of like losing CX2 early. And boom. Come on. He is really taking it. There we go. And I think here I'm just doing... I'm trying to... Is there any reason why I wouldn't? I don't think there is. I also kind of feel like it's my best choice. And then I gotta make a coffee. Okay, clear the foresights. We'll link up. Our AoE. We'll basic. Get our deceived. Ultimate. Alright, he's got his buffs, so we're going to clear all those buffs right now. So I gotta be able to land shock. Boom. Come on, man. Alright, well, clear the buffs. Land shock this time. Good. Exiles down. Increase. You know what, let's just link them up. It won't matter too much longer, but I feel like we got a few rounds of attacks before we finally take out Hu Yang. There we go. Okay, what kind of nonsense do we have? Silo Season 3. Silo, I've been talking about for years. I love it. I feel like I need to do a rewatch of Season 2 because Season 3 is not quite hitting the same. I think some of that is because there's way too many new characters and they're kind of being introduced awkwardly. And I think some of it is because I haven't rewatched Season 2 and it's been so long, I'm not quite remembering everything. So some things that clearly mean something, I don't remember all of the context around it. It's something I feel like I need to refresh my memory on. I'm going to try and keep things spoiler free. That's just more like the broad strokes right now. And then what do we got? I've been watching The Agency, which is on Showtime. I think it's a remake of some like French show or German show, but it's Michael Fassbender. It's actually got a great cast, like Fassbender, Jeffrey Wright, and it's a CIA spy show. I love that stuff. I'm kind of just poking my way through it right now. Jeez, that's taking a long time. Then what? Oh, I watched Backrooms. I really liked it. I think I need to watch it again. I mean, and now I'm getting some more understanding of like the dialogue between Obsession and Backrooms, because Obsession is just like a straightforward movie. It's very good, very well executed, but it is pretty straightforward. Everything about it is kind of on its sleeves. It's out there. There's like some subtext, but it's very clear what all the themes and everything are. Backrooms, that's a thinker, and it's something where I don't even feel like it's told its story. It kind of told the story of a character who found this place, but not of the place. And that larger context and mystery is very compelling. And it's something I think I'm going to definitely be returning to. Now, how have I been dealing with Palp Vader? Okay, my plan was Jabba. Are we still going to do that? I feel like I'm not losing anything by using Jabba here, so we're going to do it. It's tank support. So do I get two? Well, I don't have both. So that's not doing anything. Let's just go dark side. Grant a buff. That's not really going to do much. Let's just do this. Last few days of Conquest, I did push Krons a bit more than I would have liked. Crystal-wise, I've been trying to avoid it. But we need attacker Krons. So I kind of just loaded up. A little undecided on which specific attacker crowns, because I think there's 2 or 3 that I like. Like the extra damage one is nice. The critical chance stacking one. Oh my god, are we serious here? That's early? This actually opens me up to some vulnerabilities. Come on, I'm very concerned now. Yeah, see, this is called terrible. I'm gonna do this. I think we're gonna lose this. Yeah, we got no shot. What are the relics? These are just relic 7. What kind of is a 400 damage? No, this is exactly what we've been doing for this whole time. I've faced this multiple times. No, they got me. We needed to make way more progress in the beginning few turns. No. Well, that was unexpected. Because I need to think through here, make sure we don't get into trouble. What crown we got here? Dark side. Okay. Well, this we're doing Stranger. See, this is why I need way more attacker crowns. Tapped out and early. There's a whole lot of match left. Can we get a stun? Yes. Good start. Dispels. There's our first damage immunity. Let's get one over here. Here's our second. We'll start. No, we can take out Lumi now, so let's work on that. Now working on ray damage immunity. There we go. Now we can. Oh, we'll work towards the ultimate here. Not the ultimate. Unleashed. Yeah. Let's throw a frat. No, you know what? That was the dumbest thing I could have done. He's gonna be stuck like that forever. Why did I do that? That was so dumb. And we didn't get to Unleashed. Now, we may have lost Starkiller anyway. What do we got going on? I think this happened to me before. Alright, we're gonna have to bring something serious there. Cassian. This is still JMK. Actually, let me think about this. Because I gotta figure out Pelp right now. I think I'm in a very questionable spot. JMK's Oh, we're already okay. Well, let's take advantage. All right. I think this has to be Serjunda. Because if we do Serjunda here, attack a Kron right now would be pretty nice. Yeah, maybe. I kind of don't want to give turn meter to this team, but I don't really have other alternatives. I don't want to give them Sith Krons. Alright. We're getting to work. What kind of Kron are we facing? I think that's fine. And now it begins. 1, 2, 3. We're making quick work. Oh, I'm so tempted to do this right now. I don't think it's enough to take him out though. You know what? Let's give it a shot. I was hoping to reset the English. I mean, it gives us a head start on the English. Not the best. Not the best version of this team. We're making really quick work out of it. But also why, like, I don't even want to have this team on defense. I should take this team off of defense. It's just, without the proper crowns, it's not worthy of it. Okay. Because now, if I did JMK... But how am I dealing with... Well, the one thing that deprived me of is possibly using Malicos to clean up Rey at this point. Because with a 2-person Rey... she's still getting boosted by the Lumicron, though. There's still all these stats. Like, these stats are what? Like, those are good stats. That's why she blew up my characters. So do I have another way through Cassian? Because what I think I have to do here is I have to do SLKR at this stage. Or JMK. I think this is going to turn into a very messy match. Because I do think we have to make sure we get through Cass. And with what I have left, that basically mandates JMK. And that... Or SLKR, which means we have to use one of those two to get through here as well, which means I'm going to use SLKR right now. Which I hate that we're doing. Because this puts me in a tougher spot with some of the other cleanups and counters. Because now I'm basically trying to count on like JML to get through that Rey. Like we might get stuck. But I don't think we have an alternative here. We're focusing on this though because we got to get to the back. We gotta get our banners. Alright. I'm gonna swap over here. Alright, we're gonna swipe. Good. Now, what crown was this? Start with damage immunity. What kind of bounty hunters do I have? Like, can I pull off Fennec right now? What would this even do for me right now? So we're gaining health and potency, gaining a little turn meter, some offense. I think I'm going to go with this. If we had an attacker crown, that would be great, but we don't. What do we have left with Dark Side? We don't have anything good. I really don't want to give him a Sith crown. We're gonna do it. This probably isn't gonna work, but I think it's worth the risk. I guess the only other question is, do I think Bosk would do anything? I think just if this fails, we don't really lose anything, so who cares? And if it works, it is going to help. I think that's enough for a contract, right? Or is that short of the contract? No, okay. We got a contract. We got it. We got it. Come on. There we go. Because I didn't want to use something like Afra, because there's a chance Jabba's on the back wall. It doesn't look like it. But had Jabba been back there, Afra would have been very valuable. And look at that. He didn't even barely touched it. Mace is the only concern. This might mess up Melgus, but I think this is still our best Melgus spot. Alright, let's head back up top. So, you... I think we're out of... Do we have any Galactic? No, we don't. Because they're all on defense. Which is annoying. We can use a tank cron, I guess, because we don't have anything else to do. I guess we had light side crons, but it doesn't matter with this counter. I'm going to throw damage immunity onto Cass, because we can't instant defeat right now, so we can take our time. Alright. There he goes. She's got damage immunity, so we'll just attack Rebel Trooper, even though there's no point in doing that. Keep charging the ultimate. Cleanse. take her out. Ultimate. You're not gonna give me assists? Is that part of her kit? You can just see that, now that I haven't made kit videos in a while, that my sharpness on some of these... Oh, it's because Luthen... Is this because Luthen? Lore-wise, it would make sense that I couldn't take her out until Luthen's gone. I need to get back into making kit videos because I gotta be sharper with some of this stuff because I haven't even read her kit. I've just been kind of feeling it out. But with the way CG's been releasing things, it's just not... It doesn't feel like a useful video, at least in the way that it had been. Pretty sure she has an attack already coming. Yeah. What? Alright, Traya can take out Gungans. We got other things. What's my plan for Darth Revan, though? With the Zelbar... With the Zelbar Kron. I think we gotta do, like, Maz Kanata, because we can't do... We have to save the GLs. We're not doing a GL. We can't do JML. The problem, though, is this isn't even a good counter. Like, this is like 80%. Alright, so we get that. They do some attacks. We will do one of these. You know what, let's hit those exposes. And let's do some of that. Get blind. Now we are death marked. Now basic is gonna do what? Tenacity up, blah 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 blah. What do we get a dispel with this? Just a revive. We're just gonna use a basic. Don't know. I gotta look at her mods. I don't even know why we're doing this. At this point, without Maz, it's over. Whatever, the cleanup's easier. Okay. You know what? Why are we doing this? At this stage, we can just do JML here. We can know whether or not we're even going to get through this, which is honestly not feeling very likely. So if we got you guys... Because with that boost that they have, I don't know. Alright, we get that. Let's get protection up. There's our damage immunities. Let's get our stun in. We're gonna increase on her. Just didn't do anything. I'm gonna throw the shred over on Ray, but we need to be attacking Swallow. Alright, let's just knock him off the board for a minute. Let's get our protection up back. Alright, they're in this. Ooh, don't like that. Alright, what do we got? We're gonna lose him. Like, I need this to work. No, we don't got it. And it's over. I don't think we're getting through this with what we got left. So let's clear the back territory. I guess with that Lumicron, we need to not use Stranger. Don't want to use this, but it's what we're going to use. I don't even know why I bring her in. Plenty of the counters just don't even include her. Little concerned that the Deepacron is going to mess this up, but this is really our best option at this stage. I don't even know if I've faced the Deepacron yet. I've got it. I've been seeing it work for me on occasion. Alright, we drain. We Dark Decept. Come on! Did I have blind? I need to get it ingrained in me to always check for blind. Alright, next turn we've got a drain, and we'll have a Dark Deception. If we don't die. Alright, good. We'll drop it here. We're going to keep fear up, so we're going to move over to mace. Staying on mace. Working our way through our cooldowns. Leaving the fear on Deepa. But with the fear gone, we're going to return our attacks and focus there. We've got our big attacks coming up next turn. And we do have blind, so we're going to use this ability. We'll drain. Drop it. Come on. I should have ignored her. And I should have still ignored her. Alright, now we'll actually do what we're supposed to do. Blind is back. We will drain. I'm gonna die. I don't know why my preference is always to take out Deepa first. Maybe we should be focused on mace. I made that way harder than it needed to be. Alright. None of this stuff matters. Like, we can shift to some old school counters. Like, we can do, like, Night Sisters here. Boom, boom, boom. That's not great. Okay. Yeah, we'll do an AoE. Oh, come on. We'll heal. Hopefully not perfect. Finally, we're getting the mechanics and turns we need. We're gonna just bring Talzin back. Okay. Revive. Special. Boom. Alright, what other old school counters do we have? Like Aiden. What was the Aiden solo? The Aiden solo was what? I don't think I've used it. I think I still have an Iden solo. Oh, it was Wampa. Wampa was the Iden solo. Okay. Yeah, we can use that. I mean, I'd like to use something. Just for the stats. Alright, we got our protection up. We'll roar, and I think we can shift to an auto pretty soon. Yeah, we can go. I haven't done this in forever. Take him out. Now, how have I been dealing with you guys? Remnants. I need players with critical chance abilities. So somebody like Luke and Han is a good idea. You know what? I'm going Kronless. Because I'm still going to attack up top, and maybe some of those Krons will be useful. Focus on Enoch. Can we get a stun on Night Tripper? Okay. Come on. Alright, he's gone. Boom. Ooh, ah, fine. Let's get that crit chance back. This'll do it. And now we got Luke, and Melgus would have worked there. But we can also use the Darth Revan. It's right here. Old Republic, old P-O U and U, let's go. Fear him up. We'll basic. Shock him. Alright, we cleared that territory. He still hasn't played yet. There's an hour and 15 left. Plenty of time for him to win. We're just going to do Sith here. No Krons. Increase. Everybody's got debuffs. isolate over onto Phalanx, reduce Nihilus. And just focused, repeated attacks onto the generator. Saber's knocked down 2, so it gets us through it a little faster. Yeah, let's increase. Two, 1. There we go. Let's take out Jar Jar. Okay. Easy, let's move on. What's the simplest thing we can do here? Let's do Coddamned. Although this probably is not a good idea. Just because he's probably going to be vulnerable to Darth Revan. It's probably actually one of the worst things I could do. Let's do it anyway. No, let's do ISB. I just know it's a dumb thing to do. I'm wondering what would be the optimal team, because KX does things, but I'm getting a Death Trooper. Would it want something like that? I still think, though, this is what we want. At least, especially when the Kron is considered. Alright, we're kicking. There we go. Alright. Now for the thing that's not gonna happen. Cleaning this up. I'm gonna start with Afra. Because maybe we can get like a little miracle going on. And we're going to use this Revenkron. Because if I can take out Swallow, then maybe Gas can clean up. So that's like the miracle scenario we're working towards. No, that's not great. I need her to go back under yellow. No, it's over. Let's heal up a little bit. Maybe we'll survive the hit if we heal up. Okay, so we survived the hit. And now it's over. I'm still going to submit. Do I think anyone else has like an interesting shot? Not really. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do Night Sisters. I'm gonna give Great Mother a shot. No Kron. Then we'll throw in gas and we'll be done. Because if I can get like the right luck here, like if we Doom Swallow and she's under yellow, we might... I don't think we're going to get the scenario we need. Because we need her to bring us into the yellow, then we can take out Swallow. This is what I'm hoping for. Yeah, but we're not going to get it. But maybe now with Gas, because he is so vulnerable now, that maybe Gas has a shot? And he'll take a Kron. Terrible, just terrible. I think we're doomed. No, no shot. No, it's over. Alright, we'll wrap it up. We'll have to check back later to see if he wins or not. He's got just over an hour if he plays. It's definitely possible. Does not need a full clear. I think I need to do SLKR here and just do Stranger elsewhere. Let's just forfeit out of this. This isn't happening. Lessons learned for next week. Alright, we got our win, although there's not really too much to review here because he only did the minimum. I prefer to get tested so we can learn something from our defense. But I guess next week we will be doing our defense meta review with all the changes from the Datacrons. So that video, look out for in the coming days. But did I say next week? It's going to be the coming days because of how they shifted things around. But yeah, we got our win, so Crystals will be helped out a little bit. We're recovering now from working so much on the last era character. And from pushing on Krons for this last set, because we got to get those attacker Krons. Be on the lookout for that next video. I'm sure CG is going to have some other stuff coming for us pretty soon. But thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.